Good morning everyone, here from the country of El Salvador, a new country for us, and this is a country that we wouldn't have considered coming to just a few years ago. It had like major crime rates, one of the most dangerous places in the world, but they've been making big changes the last 2 years, and that's mainly because of the new president, Nayib Bukele. You've probably heard about him, seems to always be in the news now. So now it's considered to be one of the safest places in this region, and we're starting off in a town called El Zonte, which is a surf town. We always like surf places, and yeah, we're actually planning to do some surfing here. We've already seen that there's some pretty good waves, and it's absolutely roasting hot.
Yeah, it's even hotter than Guatemala, where we were before. But I think since we have the beach, we can cool down, so we should be okay.
Yeah, we thought here was going to be cooler because you're getting like the breeze from the ocean, but it hasn't been that way. So a lot of the hotels and places that you can stay here are surf camps. I think they offer like different surf packages, maybe for lessons and rentals. I think this is one right now, Rancho Luku Resort. Yeah, that looks real nice with the pool in the middle. Got another one here, the Beach Break El Zonte. So we're just staying in an Airbnb, nothing surf related. You can also see there the Bitcoin sign, so this is known as Bitcoin Beach. You can pay for, I think, almost everything here with Bitcoin. So even like your groceries, everything really. And this is the beach. Got some really cool beach bars. We ate at this one on the right the day that we arrived. Pretty affordable food. And I think this is the main surfing beach. This is where we've been seeing people surfing. There's actually a bunch of people right now.
Yeah.
Yep, another cool bar there too. So I think this is where we'll be surfing later on. So as you can see, it's like a volcanic beach with the black sand. I think a lot of the beaches in El Salvador are like that. Also some really cool cliffs, lots of resorts on the cliffs. But before we continue exploring this beach, we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, Surfshark, which is our recommended VPN provider that we've been using for the past 4 years. And right now they have a Black Friday deal. As we are constantly jumping from place to place, we are always using public Wi-Fi's in airports, restaurants and other places, and sometimes that can be risky. That's why we use Surfshark to be able to have a private connection, keeping our personal information and sensitive data safe from potential hackers.
Besides that, we use Surfshark to access different libraries on streaming platforms. Like this week, I really wanted to watch a Brazilian movie that was only available on Netflix when I used Surfshark to set my device location to Brazil.
We also use Surfshark's VPN to avoid online restrictions when visiting countries where they have internet restrictions. As you guys know, we were recently in China, and using the VPN was the only way that we were able to access non-Chinese websites and apps.
With just one single Surfshark subscription, you can connect to unlimited devices for your entire household.
Go to surfshark.com/jumpingplaces for 4 extra months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. They now have a limited time offer for Black Friday, which includes a 30-day money-back guarantee policy. The waves at the moment are looking a bit beyond our level, or a lot. We're still like beginners. And yeah, I think they're way too big for us here.
Yeah, it's kind of scary to watch them, but they know what they're doing. We don't know.
Yeah, on the other days that we were here, it was a bit calmer. There's probably other places as well, with waves that are smaller, so we'll have to see. The majority of the accommodations on the seafront definitely look more like luxury ones, this one up there. But they have all the different kinds of places you can stay, right?
Yeah, there are hostels as well. But I noticed that the prices were a bit higher than I was expecting. Like, for example, the place that we're staying is simple, and it was the cheapest Airbnb that I could find around here. But it's still like almost $60 per night. I don't know, I was expecting something cheaper.
Yeah, you're gonna see later on, we're gonna show it. It is super simple.
Very simple, but and then the resorts are more expensive than some other areas that we've seen in Central America. So the prices for accommodations are a bit higher than we were expecting.
Just gonna go on a bit of a rocky cliff walk now. Seen people walking around here the other days. Oh wow, we've come to like a secret hidden beach. Had absolutely no idea that this was here. Looks like the resort has its own little private access. Maybe it depends on the tide times. I'm not sure if it's low tide right now. Yeah, this part looks really cool with the cliff views. Alright, let's see how this water is. I don't remember the last time we've been in the Pacific Ocean.
Japan, maybe?
Okinawa.
Yeah.
I think that was the Pacific, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if the temperature changes over on that side, but I think it's usually pretty cold.
Yeah, it was cold, I remember. But I don't think here it's gonna be cold.
Yeah, I do remember in Mexico on this side of the coast it was nice. Yeah, it does seem nice.
Really nice.
Man, I wonder how far you can walk. It's not even up to my knees yet. So we're going to grab a bite to eat on the main beach now. Maybe we'll go where we ate yesterday, it was good. Got a really nice view of the entire beach from this side. Kind of reminds me of the beaches in Costa Rica.
Yeah, because of the black sand, just like here. I think it's because it's a volcanic area. And we're going to be visiting a volcano, maybe in the next or one of the videos that are going to be coming from here. Because apparently there are many volcanoes, just like in Guatemala, really.
Yeah, I think the Guatemala beaches are also like this too, the dark sand. Oh, that guy got a good wave. Probably can't see on this camera. Pretty much all the places to eat are on this side of the beach. There is a whole other beach on the other side of the river that we'll probably go to after we eat. We ate at this little shack yesterday. Affordable prices. So Carol's going for the fish as always. Fried fish, £1, $12. And I'm getting the pollo a la plancha. That's $8. So I didn't realize that the national currency of El Salvador is actually dollar now. I think they changed in the early 2000s. So I think that's the only country in Central and South America that uses also dollar officially.
Panama.
Panama maybe.
Panama.
We haven't been there yet.
Not yet.
Coming soon. Spoiler.
And yeah, I think so. But it's kind of easy for North American people traveling here because they can just bring their home money.
We also usually have dollars too, so it's helping us. Also going to get a beer. The lady said that this is a local one, golden, $1.50. This spot's cool as well because you get the views of the surface. So the beer is approved, golden la más refrescante. It's so hot though that it's getting warm really quick, the beer. You have to drink it quickly. So this is exactly what we ordered yesterday, so we already know that it's delicious. Look at the size of Carol's fish. Gigantic fish. They have some really nice sauce on the chicken too. I don't know if this is a tortilla, but we've seen it in other places in El Salvador. It's kind of chunky. Maybe it has a different name. We also really like the rice here.
Yeah, but sometimes, like in Mexico, for example, I personally find the rice a bit plain, too plain for me, coming from Brazil. But this one is really good. I think they put onions, they cook it with onions. And
like Brazil.
Veggies. Yeah, so really good.
Yeah, in Brazil we usually do rice with onions and garlic even. Usually a lot of flavor. It's really nice. So we're gonna cross over the river to head to the other beach. I don't know if they consider it the same beach. We went to this place yesterday for a coffee. It's really cool. Went to a different one this time because Carol wanted a crepe. Yeah, so if you don't cross here through the river, you have to go to the bridge all the way down there. It'd be like a 15-minute detour. So pretty much everyone just walks through here. Don't know how the ground is. Yeah, a bit rocky. Not bad though. So once again, just like Guatemala, it's super empty here. But the lady at the cafe said in the next few weeks, going into like December, that's when it's really gonna ramp up. And she said it can even be overwhelming sometimes with the amount of people. So yeah, it does get crowded here sometimes. So it does remind us quite a bit of the Pacific coast of Mexico. Places like Oaxaca, which are also surf places. Also because you get these kind of buildings with the thatch roofs. You always see that in Mexico. Is that a dome?
Yeah. Yeah. But I think we were expecting it to be a bit more like Mexico in the sense that like there's more people around, like a vibe.
More hangout areas.
More hangout areas and restaurants. Here pretty much it's just that small area with like 4 restaurants, but it's like very, very small and not many people around. So we were very surprised when we walked around and saw it was like that here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just staying in their resorts, like the surf resorts, and not hanging out outside. So when we came down here at night, there was absolutely nobody anywhere. This looks like a cool place. We're actually looking for a bar for the sunset. That's the nice thing about the Pacific coast. Get the sunset every day, if the weather's good obviously. Yeah, that looks like a nice one. The second floor. building some sort of mega hotel here. Yeah, so I guess now that they've sorted out the crime in El Salvador, probably tourism is going to start booming more. The sand at this spot is even darker. That is like pure black sand now. Seems to end here. I did see pictures of caves though, but I think the pictures I saw were more low tide that you could walk around. I might go for it though. First we're gonna cool down. Carol, the ground's like a mirror.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The temperature really is perfect though in the water. It's that kind that you can spend hours in even. I really thought it would be colder. Yeah, so this is the cave spot. Similar coastline to the other side that we saw in the morning. Carol didn't want to come, she thought it would be sketchy. It kind of is, but still low tide right now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I guess through here there's another beach. Also seems to be completely empty. Yeah, I think this beach is also like fancy resorts by the look of it. Still under construction, that one. Probably head back. Not much else to see here. So we've now come to a resort called Atami Escape Resort. You can get a day pass, so it was $18 per person, but that also includes this little hut. So yeah, we got like the table, and then we got some cool hammocks, and the best part is the view. So that is El Palmarcito beach, another famous beach. You saw that it's pretty common around here that you can do like a day pass.
Yeah, for the majority of the hotels, the ones that have pool usually offer day pass. And I think even close to us, the hotel offered that, but I think it was fully booked, so that's why we came to this one. But it's really nice.
They also gave us this little device. We want to call the waiter. I already called him to get another beer, the golden one again. Bit more expensive here obviously since it's a bit of a fancy resort. $2.95 for the national beers. Imported beers $3.75. The food's not too bad though. There are some expensive options. You can get like a medium sized fish, $20. They do have the filete de pescado, like $16. Yeah, you can get another one there, some kind of chicken dish, $13.90. Alfredo spaghetti, $12.90. So not too bad for the location. And then if you want something even cheaper, just a sandwich, $8.90, $7.90. Man, that is the perfect chill spot, Carol.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, there's actually surfers here, and the waves seem a bit more gentle. So maybe we'll do some surfing on this beach. See how it is later on. So one reason that we chose this beach resort is because they don't just have the two normal pools up there, they also have these like natural ones, ocean pools. I don't know if that is also ocean water, gonna find out soon. I think there's like 3 of them around here. Real cool. Yeah, it says saltwater pools.
Yeah. Must wear shoes because they say that they have fish and maybe even sea urchins inside.
Oh, okay. So even when I was flying the drone before near our beach, I saw some other areas on the cliffside that had these kind of pools. I think it's pretty common on the coastline. Yeah, here's the other one. Oh, it's actually just one big pool. They've also got this cool cliff walk that I think goes to another beach around this corner. We're not going to be staying on that beach, but might as well check it out. Man, look at the size of this. This must be pieces that have fallen off here. Yeah, so before coming to El Salvador, I didn't actually know it was going to be like this. The landscapes, all these cliffs. So that's been a really cool surprise. I don't know if it continues like that going down there. So El Tunco, another famous place, is down there. We're going to be checking that out in a future video. So I think we're gonna go for it and try doing some surfing. The conditions look pretty good for us. Yeah, I really like this beach. It might actually be the nicest beach that we've been on so far in this video. I like small little beaches. Looks like you got some accommodations here too, right on the sand. So we're gonna rent it from this bar here. I think we're gonna get this one. $15 for the day. We'll probably surf for about 2 hours. So I think that we're gonna take turns. We haven't done it in a while. Also, one of us needs to try and film the other. Now that we're down here, the waves do look a bit bigger though. That one was okay, kind of small. But there are some massive ones sometimes. Have to see how it goes. So we've come to that bar that we saw earlier that we thought would be good for the sunset, and it definitely is looking like it's going to be. A lot busier, the beach at sunset time. And now we've actually got surfers on this side. This is called Olas Permanentes, however you say that. Wonder what that means, olas.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that word in Spanish. Usually we know the majority of the words because we speak Portuguese, and it's very similar. That golden is $2.50 here. You getting a wine or a mojito or something?
I don't know. I'm checking the food prices, but like I said, it's more expensive. I think you're gonna have dinner at our local place. That's cheaper.
Yeah, on a back street. This time I decided to try a different local beer, Pilsner. La Cerveza de los Salvadoreños. That's what you call the people here then, Salvadoreños, since 1906. And Carol did get the mojito.
$5.
$5. I think this was also $2.50, like the golden one. Man, that's difficult to choose which one I prefer. Both very nice beers. Maybe this one, yeah, maybe I like this one more. Have a taste, Carol. No?
I don't like beer.
Carol hates beer. So we just walk into the local place to have dinner. This is what Carol meant earlier when she said there's not really a vibe, like at night, or much to do. Basically, besides a few places on the beach, when you're walking on the roads, it's just like this, kind of like empty. Nobody's really walking around anywhere. So on our first night we were like walking around everywhere and we just couldn't find anything whatsoever. So we ended up going for the margarita pizza, like yesterday. That was $9. And we get in their national dish, which is called Pupusa. It's a type of flatbread that has fillings inside. So Carol got a cheese one and I got a chicken one. Looking forward to tasting it.
Yeah, it's cheese and frijoles, the black beans.
Oh, it has beans, yours. Yeah. Looks crispy.
Yeah, this is like fried cheese coming out of the inside.
Yeah, I read that it can either be flour or corn.
Oh. So good.
It's thin, isn't it?
Yeah, and I can see the black beans now. But my favorite is the fried cheese. Yeah.
Let's see how mine is. Still very hot. Yeah, also really delicious.
Can you see the chicken?
No, not really, but it's like such a strong chicken taste. Oh, there you go. A little bit. It's like the same color as the pupusa. Yeah, very tasty though.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be eating that a lot more.
Especially since I think it's pretty affordable.
Yeah.
The pizza is also really good. That's why we're eating it again. But I think I prefer the pupusa. Apparently it's also popular in Honduras too. They make it over there. So I was wrong about the pizza. I think it was like $8. And the pupusas are just 75 cents each. I think I'd only take about 3 of those to leave me very full. So yeah, it's an affordable option. So here shows some of the other famous surf beaches. They call this entire region Surf City. I thought Surf City was like a specific city, but it's not. It's like a bunch of towns joined together. So El Zonte is down here, and we are going to be visiting some of these other ones. El Palmarcito, El Sunzal. We're going to be staying here, Playa El Tunco. That should be the next video. So this is the place that we've been staying for $56 a night. We're not really like inside El Zonte. We're on the outskirts on the highway road. That's the noise that you can hear right now. Super, super noisy, especially when like the big trucks come by. But it is a pretty big, spacious place. I've liked that they have a hammock here. I've always been relaxing there in the mornings and evenings. So this is the highway road. Pretty much goes down the entire coast. I think we have to walk about 10 minutes to the beach. Yeah, it really is noisy though, so you're just hearing that all night. Nobody mentioned it that much in the reviews that we read, so we didn't really know. And then the bathroom is here. The strangest part for us though is that there's not a complete wall here. and there's people staying on this side, so like someone could easily just jump over here if they wanted to. And even stranger is that it's not closed over there to the outside, so basically it's all completely open. So yeah, just kind of weird. That's why we were kind of saying like it doesn't seem really good value for $55, $56 I mean. I don't think we've ever actually stayed in a place that doesn't have a complete wall. Luckily there's not much bugs though. Like in Guatemala, if we didn't have a wall like that, there'd be so many bugs coming in. They're attracted to the light, right? But yeah, none seem to come in here. But another problem is we have AC, and it doesn't really cool down the entire place because it's open to the outside. So we have to always close the door in the bedroom. But it's nice and cool in here if we shut the door. So we've got 2 double beds. But overall, we've really enjoyed what we've seen. The beaches are really cool. I know it's not like the white sandy kind of beaches, but I kind of like how it looks, the contrast of the black sand. 1 second. You're seeing how brutally noisy it is. Yeah, I like the contrast of the black sand and the bright green palm trees. So I think it's really nice. It would have just been better if we were staying in a better accommodation. But we are going to be heading near El Tunco now, and we're spending more, and we think that place is going to be much nicer. And it's just nice to hear that there's so many big changes going on in El Salvador with the safety. Tourism's increasing now. I don't know too much about it, but from my understanding, from like 2022 until now, they arrested around 75,000 to 80,000 criminals. Like just an insane amount of criminals. I think they built like a new prison and they're all in there. So yeah, all of a sudden it just became completely safe. And even talking to the locals here, they said you can walk around at night, no issues, even though the roads are like pitch black and stuff. You're not going to have any problems at all, so it's really safe. And to the people that live here, it's kind of like a miracle for them. I think the president has an approval rate of like 92%, which I don't think you'll find in the world in any country. So yeah, they kind of love him here since he's solved the security issues. So a lot more to come here from El Salvador. If you like this one, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.